The first card you have your past is the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, obviously this is the card of hard work. And I'm seeing freedom. I'm seeing freedom. I'm seeing wanting freedom. So I think you wanted to do this work. You wanted to get this done. Might have been a project. It was something that was really important to you. And I think you were stopped from doing this for a while. Something was holding you back. It might have been a person even, but it was something or someone holding you back, stopping you from working toward this thing. And, I think this was a very, very important goal for you. I think you were really trying to do this, finish this. But, there were a lot of frustrating setbacks. It was like one thing happening after another and another. And then you were finally able to get this back, to get back to this again, I'm trying to say. I'm seeing this pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And then finally, it was like, right, now I have the freedom to do this again. So then when you're finally able to get back to this thing again, you were really, really, really focused on this, really, really busy. It was like you were making up for lost time. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is I'm seeing love in this card, actually. I don't know if this is unrequited love or one-sided love, something like that. This is an 8, which is the infinity symbol, obviously. So what I'm getting here is someone was thinking about you, and they were thinking about you over and over and over again. It was like they couldn't stop thinking about you. And that's what this card's about. It's about repetition, making something over and over again. Like this man, it's like he's making these coins and they all look very, very similar, almost like it's a production line, like it's a factory. And so this person was thinking about you over and over again. They couldn't stop thinking about you. And I think it was either, you either couldn't see this or you weren't recognizing this or something. It might have been that you were too busy, because you were very, very busy. Or it might have been that you weren't interested, I don't know, but you weren't noticing that for some reason. And they just felt as if, I'm getting this feeling coming from them that, oh, I'm going to love them forever. I'm going to feel like this about them forever. I'm going to be thinking about them forever. It's like, oh, they'll be in my heart forever, all of that kind of thing. So that's how this person felt at this time, and I think they still do feel like this. But you've definitely got your back to them for some reason, like this man in this card, he has his back to the town. So I don't know whether this is intentional or not. I don't know whether you were wanting to have your back to them, you didn't want to see them, or whether you just weren't noticing them. But you didn't realize this for some reason. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have your past is Justice. Yeah, I'm seeing this quite literally, actually. I'm actually seeing, this is about someone sort of from your past, might be a relative. It was someone who you were close to, I think. They used to be around you. And this is someone who I think was in a lot of trouble in the past. I'm actually seeing literal legal issues here. And they might have been facing similar problems again at this time. It was like they were falling back again. It was like they got up at one time, they were going okay with their life, they were back. And then at this time they fell back into some of their old ways. It might have been something like that. And I think you actually helped them in the past. I think, I'm seeing you trying to elevate someone, help them to feel better about themselves. And I think you did work with this person to help them with that at one time. And they go through cycles, I think. They kind of get their life together, and then things start to pick up for them, and then they kind of go back down again. I don't know whether this is an addiction problem, because that can cause that kind of, spiraling up and then down and then up and down, that kind of thing. It might not be that, but it's some kind of problem, and it might turn into a legal issue, something that might be illegal maybe. So if this is someone you care about, if this is someone you're recognizing here, if this is resonating, I'm getting this feeling they probably need you right now, or they need someone to talk to right now. I know this is in the past, but I think they're still going through this kind of problem right now. Now, I can see they're a difficult person. I can see they're they're a problematic person. And they might be someone who causes you problems. They might have caused you a lot of problems in the past. So you might not feel like you want to contact them. Might not feel like that. Or you might feel as if, they might cause you a lot of problems. Or it might be, there are a lot of things around this. So, and I can't see the whole picture, and you know what it is if this is resonating with you. So, of course, this is up to you. But I am seeing someone who needs someone to reach out to them in a gentle way to help them. So, help them, don't help them, whatever whatever you think is best for you, you do. But I am seeing this spiral downwards. It's very sad, actually. Hopefully, if it isn't you, hopefully someone will be able to help them. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have your past is the Six of Wands. So yeah, this is a fantastic card. This is the victory card. So this is this thing you're working on in the Eight of Pentacles. And, I think you're probably still working on this. This is a long road to the end of this, I think. You are going to finish this. And I think when you're determined to do something, you do it. It doesn't matter what kind of obstacles are in your way. I think obstacles probably make you even more determined to do this and finish this. And you did have a lot of obstacles in your way at one time with this. But, you're determined, so determined to push through this. So yeah, this is showing me this is going to be a success. I'm also seeing that you might have to be a bit flexible with this, because I'm seeing your mind sort of being set on one way of doing things maybe. And I think some things are going to have to be done maybe in a different way. The result's still going to be very positive. It might be slightly different, but it's going to be positive. So maybe this is a message to you to say, don't have your heart set on one way of doing things. Be flexible, be open to other things. And I'm also seeing there might be a little bit of a rush toward the end of this. It's going to be kind of crazy times at the end, when you come to the deadline. But, again, this is victory. This is going to be a positive ending to this. Now, this person that I'm seeing in the Eight of Pentacles, again, what I'm seeing in this card is genuine love, pure love. I'm just looking at this white horse and, obviously representing purity. And, okay, I'm trying to find the right way to say this. They're not the purest person. They're no angel. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not a bad person. I'm not seeing that. They have had a difficult past, but their intentions are definitely pure toward you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm feeling that quite strongly. So I don't think they're going to approach you yet. I think they're waiting to approach you. And what I'm seeing is that they might be waiting until they're in a better position in their life, if that makes sense. Because look at the way this horse is decorated. It's all sort of dressed up, and the rider's very proud of himself because he's in this victory parade. So he's all very proud and he's up high. So I think they want to feel proud of themselves again. And I think they want you to feel proud of them. And that might be why they haven't approached you yet. I think they don't feel ready, so they're kind of waiting until they feel a bit better about themselves, in a better position as far as they're concerned. So that's what I'm seeing in that. So yeah, the first card you have for your present is the Three of Cups. So yeah, this is popularity. Obviously, this is the party card, and you have the victory card as well. So this is about, I think with this thing that you're doing, this project, this thing you're working on, I think it's going to have a lot of eyes on it. A lot of people are going to be watching it and looking at what you're doing. Popularity, lots of people around it, lots of people are going to be looking at it, reading it, seeing it, whatever it is. I don't know if this is something that's going to be published or, it might be something that's in the spotlight. It's something like that. But yeah, this is going to be seen by a lot of people. Again, it's going to be very positive. It's going to end up very well. It's going to be, victory, celebrations, all of that kind of thing. And I'm also seeing money around this. These three women are celebrating a harvest. So I think it's going to take a bit of time before the harvest comes in for you, before the money comes into you. but it is going to come in for you with this thing. That's what I'm seeing. So this is absolutely fantastic. You can't get better than that around your work. You know, positivity, victory, celebrations, money. I mean, you can't get better than this. This is really, really fantastic. So, you know, congratulations to you. I'm giving you that now because I can see that this is going to happen. It's going to be a long, long process, a lot of work. Toward the end, you're going to have this tight deadline. You're going to be crazy trying to get this done. And then out of that is going to come victory. That's what I'm seeing there. So the next card you have, your present, is strength. So again, here's this infinity. So this is this person thinking about you over and over and over again. And this is about taming themselves as well. So again, they're trying to hold back. They're not coming to talk to you. They're not coming to tell you how they feel or anything like that yet. They'd love to, they want to, but they're holding themselves back, I think, because they're getting things into shape first. They want to make themselves the best that they can be, as far as they're concerned, for you, to make a good impression on you. That's what I'm seeing. They might be getting into shape quite literally. They might be at the gym, or they might be doing a lot of different things. They might be thinking about their career, or I don't know, all sorts of things. But this just shows me how special they think you are. They think you're so special. You know, no one's ever gone to this trouble for me, so you're very, very special if this is resonating with you, but you might not know that. You don't know what they're doing because this is all behind the scenes. So again, I'm seeing, excuse me, I'm seeing these two symbols, purity and infinity again. So their love for you is pure. Again, I'm seeing that with this woman in this white dress. And you know, here we are, the infinity symbol again. So yeah, I won't say no more about that. I'm just repeating myself. So the last card you have, your present, is the Seven of Wands. I've still got this kind of tickle in my throat, so I hope I don't cough again. Excuse me. Yeah. So here's this time when you're with this project, you're rushing around like a crazy person. You'll have fires to put out. You'll have problems you're dealing with this project. This is, you know, this is at the end when you're at this deadline. You're right at the end. And if you're at this stage right now, don't worry, you'll get to the end of this. Try not to stress. Now, that's easy for me to say, I know. But, you know, just remember you have the victory card. You have all this positivity at the end of this. So think about this. I think if you're going through this at this moment, or, you know, whenever you are going through this, you might not be sleeping. You might be up late at night, early mornings. You might not know what you're doing. You might be just throwing on any old t-shirt and rushing out the door. I'm just saying that because look at this man. He's got two different kinds of, you can't see that. I'll move that up so you can see. He's got two different kinds of shoes on. He's got a boot on one foot and he's got a lace-up shoe on the other foot. So that's showing me that he's kind of just, you know, rolled out of bed, thrown any shoes on. He's like, I mean business. I've got work to do. I've got this battle to fight. And I don't care if I've got two different shoes on or whatever. He might not even have trousers on, but maybe that's just I think that's just the costume of the time in the Renaissance. I know that I'm just being silly, but you know, he's just rushing. He's got two different shoes on, so he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't care. He just wants to get to the end of this. He wants to put out all the fires. He wants to get to the end of this deadline. This is what it's like for you now, or it's going to be like this for you. So again, your hard work is going to pay off. It really, really is. You'll just have to trust me on that. I know this is so stressful. Look how stressed he is. So anyway, I'll go to the future. And the first card you have is the High Priestess. So I think this might be a message to you. Obviously, this is about, you know, the High Priestess is about inner feelings, knowledge, spirituality, inner knowing, all of that kind of thing. It can be about a lot of things, things that are hidden, secrets. So I think, you know, there's a lot of work in this reading. There's a lot of rushing. There's a lot of practical things. And so it's all outwards. So I think this is about you having to focus inwards for a while. Now, I think this might be about, memories. subconscious memories maybe, or memories that you're kind of pushing down and then they kind of come up to the surface. And I think it might be to do with this person in the Justice card who you're deciding whether to help or not. Maybe it might be about them, because I think this person might be a family member, or there's someone who you know very well that goes very, very back, far back into your past, if that makes sense. So you might have memories of them. And I think you might be deciding, am I going to help this person? Am I not going to help this person? What am I going to do? And I am seeing that you're going to have to think about this very, very carefully, because I think there's a memory of them, something that they've done, something that they've said that you're not remembering right now. And I think you're going to have some quiet time, take some time to decide this. And I think if you do take your time, this memory is going to come back to you, and that's going to change your whole outlook on this person. I can't see whether it's positive or negative, but it is going to change your decision on this. That's what I'm seeing. So follow your instincts, do all of that. But I think this memory that's going to come up is going to really influence your decision. That's what I'm seeing. So take your time, really think about this carefully, go right into yourself, think about all the times you've spent with them, what they've done, all of that kind of thing, how you feel about them, all of that. And that's going to bring your instincts up to the surface, and it's going to help you to make that decision. Right, so the next card you have for your future is the Chariot. Okay, so it might be a negative thing that comes up. I'm saying that because I think the Chariot, I'm just looking at this man in the Chariot, and he's surrounded, he's protecting himself. So it might be that you feel like you have to say no to them, and you're going to have to protect yourself from them. It might be that. And, he's really, really serious. Look at his face. So you might feel very serious. This thing that comes up, you might remember, it might be, oh yes, I remember they did that really serious thing. I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to protect myself. It might be that. Now, it might not be. It might be something else that you have to protect yourself with. But I think it is around this thing. And I don't want to influence you one way or the other. So that's why I don't want to say, oh, it's going to be a terrible thing and you're going to say no to them. Because I think they do really need some help. I think they do really need it. But, there's this fine line between protecting yourself and helping them. That's what I'm seeing in this card. And this is something you're going to have to make your mind up about, obviously. But again, do what I'm seeing in the High Priestess. Really, really go back. Really take some time to yourself. You might need to meditate. You might need to just really look into yourself. Really think about this very, very deeply. Then use your own instincts and come to this decision. So that's what I'm seeing again. So yeah, the last card you have in your future is the Ace of Wands. Fantastic. So here's this project. I'm seeing, obviously you are going to finish that. I'm seeing that everywhere. It is going to be positive. Now, after you've had the end result, after you've come to this deadline and it's all happening for you, I'm seeing even more things coming out of this. So it might be more ideas coming out of this. It might be something like, if you're writing something, it might be a sequel, or it might be, a piece of art and something else comes from that, or it might be a play. It's something with a lot of eyes on it. That's why I'm saying these things. I think it's something creative as well. That's why I'm mentioning all these different things it could be as well. And so it's like, this is going to inspire other things that come from it. Things are going to grow out of this. That's what I'm seeing. Now, of course, that means more hard work. But again, you don't mind hard work. You're prepared to put that in. So keep your mind open, because I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the High Priestess as well. So keep your mind opened around this as well, around your work. And, let this thing inspire you to even more things, because there's so much more coming out of this. There's a lot of untapped things that need to be tapped into. That's what I'm seeing. And I think when you have these ideas, I think they might come to you quite quickly. And also, I think eventually you might need some outside help to help you to keep up with the extra work that comes from this. But that's far into the future. Don't worry about that now. Just think about these ideas now when this is all over with. So yeah, I didn't mean to make this into a work reading, but this is what I'm seeing. And yeah, it's really good. It's really, really positive around this work thing.